Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, hey guys. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hope you guys are well. This is another episode. My eye still hurts. This is another episode of Road to Code. It's been a while, not gonna lie. It's taken me a whole month to record another video. Going by this time lapse, I'll be making 12 videos a year. That's ridiculous. This YouTube lifestyle is really showing me how hard you have to work. You know, how you have to keep going and going and going and going. I just came back from a massive bi-weekly shop. It took me ages to pull away and, driving around, and I just wanted to relax, but more videos have to be made. So here I am. Here I am for your viewing pleasure. Let's get straight into it. I know that there was a few things left over from the last time. My massive 3-hour bonanza video that was one of the most painful experiences of my life. Check that video. It's not long, but it's longer than I wanted it to be. This one's going to be shorter. So yeah, I just want to like kind of clean up what we've already done and hopefully implement some of the drop downs in the nav bar. So let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Let's go. Okay, so here we go. We're on the main website here. And as you can see, they change colors here because they're buttons. And also the cursor changes to a pointer. Well, yeah, I guess this is the arrow cursor and this is the pointer cursor. And you can see that it changes when you click on certain things or when you hover over certain things. So this is the hover element that we'll have to implement into our website. And also I can see that these underline as well. So we're going to have to do that. These are all easy things, hoping to do them very quickly. So let's get straight into the code. I'll start with the logo. That's easy. So I'm going to say, oh, well, V logo. Okay, that's this one here. So I can basically just copy this, take it to the bottom. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep it next to it so I don't get lost. I was going to put all the hovers in one section, but I think it's easier if I keep it like this. So hover, and I want the cursor. Sorry, the the mic's in my way. Okay. Oh yeah, that's easier. That's easier. I kind of have to look over to see what I'm typing. This is great. So save that. Let's have a look on our website. And yep, that changes straight away. Wasn't like that before. Now we've got to do these ones, which is doing the really ugly thing. Let's go back. And this one would be I actually can't remember what this is. I have to go into my index. Right, it's called right side and it's in the class header list. Cool. So I should be able to just get header list like this. Copy. Well, I can just, is it Shift Alt? Yeah. Hover, tab, delete all of this, and just again, cursor, pointer. I might just, to speed this video up, show the end of this little process where it's just all done basically, because I mean, how hard is it to do these? As long as you know what you've named your naming conventions, then you should be able to put a cursor on them. The first two, you can see it's going to continue this trend where you do a colon, not semicolon, colon, hover, and then all you need, the only, I guess, attribute you need in that is cursor pointer, which will change the pointer. That's it. So I'll see you back when this is all done. Okay, I'm back. So, like I said, we did logo, we did these ones, this list, and I've also underlined them as well. I forgot that this wasn't part of this list, so I had to differentiate these underlining and not this one, which meant that in my code I had to get the last header item ID and put that as hover, and then a text decoration of none, just to make sure that it didn't underline when I hovered over it. Because if I left it as part of this list, they all just would have underlined. Like, let me just comment this out for now. Yeah, I was going to say, don't lie to me. Okay, so now it all underlines. So again, to fix that, I had to put in this hover again for this specific ID and then say none. Only for hovering, because if I put it in the normal section, which is here, it still would have underlined when it hovered over. So I had to make sure I put the hover in to cancel out what happened to the other three. Okay, but I did run into a problem. I realized that on my nav bar, the main one, it specifically cuts out. If you see, as I go through them, you see the arrow and then it comes back onto the pointer. So it's selecting, it's trying to find the specific, like the specific text around it. Let me try and, yeah, like that. It's actually just pointing over the, what am I trying to say? It's trying to point over the specific text. But if I go any lower or higher than that, then it just completely cancels out. And I don't want that to happen. But at the same time, if I was to put UL instead of LI, instead of selecting the specific list items, if I put just the whole unordered list, which is the same as this stuff here, you'll see that now it selects everything no matter what. So even if I come out of that menu here, for example, it's still, the website still acts like you can click on it. And I figured the only way to fix this now is by keeping the specific list items the same. So we'll leave that on. But what we've got to do now is convert these into buttons specifically. So we'll have buttons that hopefully are as large as just kind of what kind of space they take up. So I want the button to take up above the word home and below the word home, same as all of these. And then when I come out of the button area, it won't select. There's nothing to click on. And then for these three, I've got to make sure that they change color as well. So if we look onto the actual website, you can see by the color what the button actually encompasses on the nav bar. It's actually this large. So that's how I've got to make my buttons. I've got to make them as large as the space, the red space around the words. So let's get into that. I'm here in the header nav bar section, and I've got the LI nav bar item flex. I know one of my friends told me not to use IDs. I'll keep it like this for now because I've implemented it into the website. I'm gonna have to learn this the hard way this time, but hopefully it's easier next time. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is inside this li, I want the button to show up. Let's put it here, button, and we'll give it a class of nav bar button. Cool. And then inside that, I'm going to take this home and throw it in there. So now if I go into this, look, home is now changed into a button. It's very ugly, but that's fine because I'm going to expand it into the space that it needs to be in. And then I'm going to change the color and get rid of the border that's around it probably. And you can see it clicks as well. When it clicks, it changes color. Don't want any of that. It also changes color when I hover over it, so that needs to change. But this is a good way actually that I can expand the space around the button and still see what I'm doing. Let's go into style sheet. And I want it to be as big as what the header nav bar was. So not the word spacing itself, but the padding around it. 1.2 EM and 6 EM. I'm hoping that makes sense of what I want. Let's have a look. Let's try it. So we've got full stop, nav bar button, braces, curly. Do you remember, was there a character in Coronation Street called Curly? I don't remember. I think there was. Anyway, let's take this, Command C, throw it in here, Command V. Oh, it didn't change. That's fun. Didn't change one thing. Why is it looking like this? The class is not real. Because I didn't put equals. I love my life. I love my life. Okay. There we go. But now it actually pushes everything else out of the way. We don't want that. And it's also imposing on of what is already there. So the button's here, but then you still have to have the padding over it as well, which is why it's doubled up on itself. Basically, there's a padding of 1.2 here and the padding of 1.2 here. So if I remove the padding from here, that is what I want. And it's in the middle as well, which is perfect. It is taking up this bit though, so I still need the 6 EM. Padding. If I want left and right, so 0 EM there and 6 EM left and right. Cool. Okay, so that's worked. But the padding, I don't need the padding to be this big, because here you can see it's tiny really. Actually, there probably is no padding to be fair. So let's change this into just like 2, maybe even 1. It's an ugly button there. Yeah. That will do. It's probably 1. You can see the difference between where the padding starts on home and where it ends with Y Vanguard. So now I'm going to do the rest. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Cool. So that's what I like. And they are perfectly together. They're like right next to each other. Okay, so now we're going to change the color of the button. Well, yeah, let's change the color of the button first. So inside my button, I want the color, background color to be that one. Cool. I want to get rid of these borders. Border, just put none. Cool, that's all gone. And then I want the color of the text, American spelling, annoyingly, to be hashtag FFF, semicolon. Cool. Oh, that's very white. Was it white before? I'm confused now. I think it was white, but it's very bright for some reason. I don't think it was white. So look, it is, but what we need to do is change, take this out. That should have been fine as well, but whatever, we'll take it out later and put it in there, and this we can remove. So now, yes, that's better. That's better. So the letter spacing and everything's now been transferred over to the navbar button class instead of the header navbar UL, which was here. So there's no need for this navbar to have a color of white text and a list style of this and a text decoration of this when there's no text specifically in this navbar. It's in the buttons now where we need all those different elements. So now in the navbar button, I want to give it the hover cursor pointer. I think I saw it there already. Save that. Right, now as soon as you come off it, well, not as soon as, but yeah, so it's still got that padding here. That's annoying. Oh, wait, no, they got it on the main website as well. Haha. So it's the same. And if they did it like that, then we gonna do it like that. We gonna do it like that. So that looks good. Oh, okay, so the color now needs to change. Yeah, how do I need to do a whole new class just to change the color of those buttons? Probably. Yeah, probably. Okay, so in here, got navbar button, these 3. We are gonna say a navbar button dark. So if I give these navbar button dark, it will change obviously what attributes are given to navbar button dark because there's nothing in there in the style sheet. All I have to do is press comma and then put dot nav bar button dark. So the comma gives you the license to paint paint this class with all of these attributes and also this class. Just have to put a comma in between, and now both of them will have the same attributes. So at the moment, they're exactly the same, nothing different. Oh, except the cursor. But that's because of obviously the pointer. So let's copy that, change it to dark, and also we want to give it an extra quality of whoops, sorry. Oh yeah, hover, sorry. Hover. And we want to give it the attribute of color change, background color. And now we've got to find this dark color. What is that actually? If I press this, oh, it does change, good. Okay, so yeah, that's a different color. 971 starting with. This one starts with 7D, and that's exactly what I want. So go in here, paste that. Now go back to our main one. Yeah, yeah. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So okay, that's done. I really want to do this drop down thingy, but I fear it's going to be really long for me to get into. I'm not an expert, as you know, so I can't just magic up the answer to all this drop down stuff. So yeah, I don't want this video to be too long. So I'm just gonna stop here. I should just learn to add bits, do a video, add bits, do another video, add bits. Like, so I'll just call this the navbar part 2, basically, and keep the same type of thumbnail and everything like that. But yeah, what we did in this video was change some of the all of the navbar into buttons. We put cursor pointer on all of these, so now it looks a bit prettier, it looks more professional, and also these have been underlined when hovered over. So yeah, that's something. Hopefully you guys will see me soon. Don't give up hope, guys. Yeah, speak to you soon. Take care.